Hello everyone! Alexman here, and welcome to Session 3 of Metroid Prime, the Trilogy version. It's been a couple weeks since we haven't played this, due to the fact of a recording hiccup with OBS, but we're back here in full force. We're going to do our main file here. Last session we got a lot of stuff down, with a couple of artifacts, more missiles. We took down a boss, got the wave beam, and now we are heading into the Chosen Ruins once again to get more stuff to continue on our adventure. So everyone's having a fantastic night as well. Let's see, where am I currently? Oh yes, okay, so I'm right there. I do want to head back here to this room here, because we now have the abilities to actually get all the items that's in that room. Incoming scan, regional climate changes now been completed. What is this looking for? Alright, that is where we're going next, which is, I believe, is where the ice beam is. So, let's head that way and Aaron 13, welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry if I misspell your name or mispronounce your name. I apologize. It was like you have the X in the middle of your name, and I don't know how to say your name properly. So we're going backward here. This is where we had the charge beam initially. Where we had to get through symbols here. This is where we got, we got the charge beam. But we saw something here that we couldn't get into, because we didn't have Morphball bombs to help us out in that. But now we do. As well as the spider ball. We can now go up this way. This is where I introduced a few items here, and also we have some missile doors we have to take down, so you have to have missiles at the front with this. We have Metroid activity in case it's still active. And we got this here, metal structure heavily weakened, 7 blasts of trauma, we're likely to complete destruction. Try this out. There you go. Missile gained. Massive capacity is now passed up to 5. Now I noticed, yeah, it's right here. I gotta remember the boost ball, is it? Yeah, it's Z. Go up here, another missile expansion, 2. Then how do we get from this to other M to Federation Force? It's called Nintendo trying to change things up to make everything feel fresh. And my honest opinion, trying to change an art style mid-series is something I don't really like. It's just so weird how that is. It just comes to be like, well, we got this, three games in, we have this style, we have Metroid, Metroid Prime Hunters, which had a very similar art style that you could pull off on the DS, and then you got, then you have Federation Force, which made everything chibi. I was like, what happened? Did something happen with the universal gravitational pull that made everyone's head bigger and all the bodies smaller? That makes no sense! So let's go up through here. Thanks to our double jump, we can get through all these parts easier. And since we have the spider ball, we can now go into this area and explore it much more fully. But we also noticed that last session we have, let's see, I need to check that real quick here. I know we've got 3 artifacts. Let's see, where is that? That is in the logbook. Yes, we've got 3 artifacts. One that was, we got the first one in the Chosen Ruins. We also got the other 2 from the Magmore Caverns. So we're on par to getting the other artifacts when we need them. You just wonder how Prime 4 is going to be. Are they going to try to adhere closely to this and make something stale? Or it'll be enough to be good? Or do we still think it's bad? Well, I'm hoping that it's going to follow at least the art style that is the Metroid Prime style. Like, that's where it needs to be. It needs to follow this same art style. Obviously, you know, better resolution, better graphics, you know, make everything look all nice and crisp, which is going to make it interesting to boot. So now we can get across this spot here. We get into this room. We have more bugs to deal with here. As you may recall in the previous session, in here is where we got that energy tank. So that's where that room was. And we got Chozo lore. New data added to our logbook. Oh, but we got this. It's a door. But we can't open it with our current beam weapon. Nor can we do anything with this. We're not dealing with this for a long time. Right here? This is a Bendesium portion of the floor here is weak. We can't do anything with Bendesium just yet. Like going back to a Prime 4, I just really hope it's consistent with the previous Prime games. That's all I'm hoping for. Because Metroid Prime 1 here is obviously really good. And Metroid Prime 2 scared a lot of us with its change in perspectives and such. Then we got Corruption, which simplified everything to a degree, to a ridiculous degree, I might add. With, you know, if they can have if they can get something, if it plays exactly like, you know, Metroid Prime Trilogy did here on Metroid Prime, then I am going to be so okay with the control setup, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Look out for these others. They've got some Chozo lords here we just scan. I always wondered the Chozo had to carry around guns to travel. You know, the in-game lore of this says that it's just that all the doors are locked by somewhat of a similar, like some sort of energy, and all you have to do is a slight energy change-up is only needed to actually, to discharge the energy around the doors. So, I would imagine it's probably just some sort of like a little stun pistol or some type of energy ball or something, or just something that just, yeah, it just allows them to go like that. Up here, like that. Now we got those, but now we have to go over to that side and get that bad boy. This is all just for a missile expansion, and that's what I want. And Metroid Prime 4 specifically is just that I just want more of the, you know, optional exploration. Like Metroid Prime 3 Corruption was mostly just all hallways for the most part. It felt very linear to me. Like way too linear for its own good. Maybe there's some kind of psychic thing they could do. No, I think it is actually. I think if you go out of your way to look at the lore, in the lores that's in this game, I think they outright state what they do to actually get through the doors. That there is it is some sort of energy contraption they use that disrupts the low energy encapsulating the door. I mean, if everyone was psychic, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Oh, missile door. Is there anything this way? It's always like stuff like this. You find this, you're like, oh, can you blow something up? No, you can't. Because even like these doors and everything, they can be disrupted by opened by just morph ball bombs, which are very small explosives, concussive explosions. But it's nothing here. Oh, we got these guys back again. Ah, did you love the Chozo ghost from the room we saw last session? Well, this is the room you're going to be seeing him for the rest of the game. As well as, and probably one other room, I would imagine. I think it's where the X-ray visor is. And it just gets annoying. As soon as you get the X-ray visor, these guys become just, main fodder. Because you can track them easier. But when you get them into rooms like this is the room where they instantly spawn. Hello! Whoa, that was close. Get out of here. A charge beam will just do them in. And such, so that's always good. The doors have been unlocked. Oh, first off, hold on a second. Check behind the statue. Chozo lore! Don't forget this. See, the earthly shapes are temporal and frail. Existing in a simple dimension, they are frail and vulnerable. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when the natives can only feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil sleeping into this planet remains. We desire only see the darkness to meet its end. The end of the Chozo with no mind, reason its own, though. It will be entrusted to only one's trial. Alright. Chozo statue going for... Time to go for a little bowling. Bowl, bowl, bowl. Oh, I missed. I actually looked. I looked off the screen for a split second. Gutter. All right. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Come on. No gutter ball. Run away. There we go. There we go. Activate that. Gutter ball feels bad. Don't you hate that when bowling? Oh, there's something we can talk about there while we're going after this stuff here. You know, I'm really good at Wii Sports bowling, but you get me into real bowling, I'm like, man, where did my skill go? This right here, this is a very rare thing. This is a missile replenish station. Probably only like maybe one of, I think there's only 3 in the game. Maybe 2 or 3, I think. So now we can refill our missiles for free if we need to. I don't think there's anything else in this room we have to scan. Nope. Not anymore. Alright, we're off. So now we have these little energy things here. These are indicating of stuff we have to come back towards. Each color represents a particular beam that we need to get. And since we already have the wave beam, we can open up this one and already get this thing. And so now we got there. And now we got a new contraption. A new path has been opened. Opened! Yeah! Alright. This is for frame 3. Come on! No whammies, no whammies, no gutter ball! And fire! Woo! Oh, there's no points. There was no pins in the first place. The game was rigged. Well, so much for that. All that does is help us get it over here. That's it. Nothing more. Now, we want to go here and hit this scanner. Or this here, so we can actually turn off that shield. So is that anything else? Oh yeah, oh yeah, these things have like radiation collectors. They're designed to store this solar energy from the sun, but they just appear logically decorated. So they absorb solar radiation and use it as lighting. Game was rigged from the start. Well, I went backwards. Dude. I get turned around a lot in this game. And it's not because the game is bad control style. No, it's just that I just get wound up around and weird all around. We got the stone toads. There's a fractured titanic alloy. The cover still functions, but its integrity is unstable. Drainage shop is holding maintained water pond at 95%. Alright, well, it's time to go underwater and blow this bad boy up. We gotta drain the water. So now we can do a little more boost in here. We have those toads actually, you know, eat us, so they can actually get up here. And go into this room, and we get our next beam upgrade. This is the ice beam. Yeehaw! Ice beam acquired! Press the best button and to the left switch to get ice beam. All doors can be opened with this one, with a white border around it. So now we have to switch into our ice beam, which acts like more like a shotgun in terms of its rate of fire. Which is kind of interesting. At least it's given all the beams, some type of personality. For what personality they had. So now that we have this ice beam, we can now go into other areas of the world that have the white door around them. More importantly, we have to go back to Fedar Drifts, if I remember correctly, because now we need to get another power-up. That's right, another one for us to do, and I think this is a warp room to another elevator room. Where is this taking us? Town Overworld South. Alright, we can't go here yet, because I think this actually takes us to where the Phazon Mines are. That we can't. It's a place that's like a shortcut to the Phazon Mines, but we can't utilize it yet because we have to unlock it from the other side. I believe so. So let's go and go after this way. And this gives us to Town Overworld East. I don't think this will take us where we need to go yet. I think this will take us to the place we have to go. I believe. Because this is the place where I think the Town Overworld Lake is. Oh, yeah, I gotta scan these. I haven't done it yet. Creatures! There's a Geemers, wall-crawling mollusks with retractable spikes. And they hurt. They can hurt a lot if just run into them and everything. I think this takes us. Oh, this is a mushroom that's dank and dirsome. Gap in the tree's root structure. Oh, there's a missile expansion right here. I never thought this was here. That's weird. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that with wind there. I guess I kind of forgot. I didn't realize that was there. At least you don't go down this path very much. Oh yeah, this is where the water is. This is where this thing is. With the ice beam now, we can now freeze enemies in place if we charge that up enough. Now it's a weird, interesting look at the GameCube and the Wii version. Is that in the GameCube version, the gun was basically, stiff and couldn't go anywhere, and the more you had the ice beam out, the more it would get encased in ice. Unfortunately, that was taken out of the Wii version because I don't think they could have handled or rendered the ice of the encasing the gun good enough with it, so they decided to remove it. It's kind of a weird detail they removed. I would have loved to have it like the cold moisture from the end of the gun coming out of there. Would have been really cool to see. Alright, let's go back to the Chozo Ruins. We have to go back now, because the only way we're actually going to continue on in the overworld, the town overworld, is getting a new suit. And we're in due for one, aren't we? Yes, we are. The next pop-up that might appear for a hint is probably going to give us the hint of the gravity suit. Yes, that's right, that gravity suit. I think that's what we have to get next now in order to actually continue on with the story. We come back in here. The Chozo ghosts are back. And since we're back here, we just got the new beam. We can now get to that ice one that's in the middle there. Might as well get that now while we're here. But now the Chozo ghosts are going to appear in threes. Like they did well, technically, this is the room we were supposed to go first to actually see the Chozo ghosts. But we saw them earlier within the Flagra's room. Take a sewer missile to the face. I think it's only the power beam that these guys can actually be harmed. I think it's only the power beam. I don't think any other beams affect them. Which makes me really think that what is this beam really made of? Yeah, they took out all the particle effects from the gun. I think it's because it's probably too much trouble to map if the cannon couldn't move. They also removed the water ripples for some reason. The water ripples? From, oh, from the gun itself, too? Like the steam coming out of it? I think that's what they did, yeah. Here. Then we can open this bad boy. If you go in the water could have ripples and on the go. Oh, on the GameCube. Oh, okay. That's really a weird omission. That water ripples, because you're not really in water very much in this game. I think the only water area we're going to go to is, other than the Fadana Drifts, is the town overworld, which really doesn't have very much of water to begin with. I want to jump up and get the power, the energy tank, please. Thank you. Alright, now we can get out of here. Luckily, no, we don't need the boost ball. The game just outright just moves us really fast out of that sector. So I guess they're assuming that there's just a lot of wind that just pushes Samus up with no problem. So now we can go in multiple different areas now. We have this door to go through. Go through that way. This always just gets to here. So that's just a shortcut to get into this room if you haven't got everything else done already. And you don't have to go through the half pipe anymore. Which is okay at best. And you have another way back that goes the opposite way. Again, I really like how this game is really interconnected. It's all just I feel like these are a lot of hallways and everything. It's like, oh, hi, Chozo Ghost, back again. No, thank you, bye-bye. Like, the Samus just left! We couldn't even fight her, at all! Well, I went backwards. That's twice now this session I've gone backwards. I got looped around and such, but as we can see now, the Chozo Ghosts are appearing a lot more frequently, which is a pain in the foot. They are basically the main enemy now in the Chozo Ruins, and it's a pain in the foot until you get the X-ray visor. They're going to be a pain to track down and kill. And sometimes they actually do lock the doors. I think they sometimes lock the doors? I could be mistaken on that. I hear there's an enemy in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes that sometimes locks the doors when they show up. And it's like, oh, that's gonna be fun. So don't go bully the ghosts like that. We're not trying to bully the ghosts. So we need to head, we need to head back to the Chozo, or to Magmore Caverns, and get back to the Fadana Drifts. That's where we need to go. I think we can now access this spot from this side now that we took down the Chozo Ghost originally, but we're going to go the quote-unquote long path around, just to make it simpler on all of us, really. Unless this path really helps us out. But first, save room. Why? Because save rooms are nice. Let's go to the save.